Hello friends, as I promised, let's start with the bracket. Here we have the first group. I've seen many videos. Yesterday I saw many videos. Joe Tomlinson and many Indian YouTubers as well. They were all pretty basic. Just from the top, they're looking at the top from the top. The name of teams are not really looking beyond that. It is the style of play. It is the clash of styles. As I said previously in a post where I told you how to predict, I told you it's a clash of style of play. And if counter-attacking teams are playing possession-based football in a situation, in a certain match situation, this is where it goes. It goes positively or negatively for the team. So here we have to look at what the structure of the team is. If the team is right now very, ready to take the games deep, those teams are excellent. Those teams also need to have the command to score a goal. Combine uh, the team's ability to take a game deep and to score a goal. That's a solitary 1-0 win. The solitary 1-0 wins are excellent. It is what Argentina can do in the knockouts. So now we're talking about a 1-1 game. We have taken that to extra time, 110th minute, 115th minute, and then you score the second goal. So that is really important. Now we should start in Group A. We have got Czech Republic, Mexico, South Africa, Korea. Mostly I've seen people put Mexico second, first, Korea second, first, South Africa mostly fourth, and Czech Republic mostly third. But here we are. We put Czech Republic first. I like the structure, 5-4-1 and all that, 4-4-2 and all that, and their command of set pieces with Suchek and all those players. I really like, and the form is excellent as well. Right now I don't really know how many games they won in the last 10 matches, but from the top I know that Czech Republic have like 7 wins in the last 10 games, only 1 defeat, none in the last 5 though, and these penalty wins also count. The Czech Republic I have first over all these teams. I don't know, really feel like that Mexico, Korea, or South Africa we can put over these teams. Structure will go a long way. The second team in this group that I believe the structure is good is both Mexico and South Africa, but then you have to give the edge to score a goal on the counter to the team that finishes second in this group, and that is South Africa. Mexico structure is good, can finish in the best 8 third place teams, but here South Africa have to go second, and these brackets will match what I did previously. Well, I remember most of them. If I change right now, I can change, because the World Cup hasn't started. I will not change the World Cup winning prediction, but I can change these. So as I said, structure, Mexico I got third. As Korea, I got fifth. With Jürgen Klinsmann, who was the manager before, they had structure. If you remember, what was the game against Australia, all those previous games, they are picking up the power and the strength of Korea from those games. The Klinsmann days. Klinsmann has been sacked. They have a South Korean coach now, and they have not been the best. You put Czech Republic against Ivory Coast right now, and the game will go very, very close. 2-1 Czech, 2-1 Ivory Coast, or a 1-1, things like that. But you put Korea against Ivory Coast. It happened, I think, I don't know, before or after I did the brackets previously, but Korea lost 4-0 to Ivory Coast. This is their stature. This is their reality right now. There is no Jurgen Klinsmann to bail them out or put them as a dark horse, as people are saying. You have to understand what the situation is. So this is what I have. We will see if Mexico goes through, as they will not concede much. I don't think they will concede much, but the main game is here about scoring more. South Africa, I see scoring more, and Czech Republic, I see defending and not conceding much, but they will score through the set pieces. So there is a balance there. South Africa may score more, but concede as well, because there may be games in this group where South Africa have, they are the bigger team in that. They are having the initiative to play. Some other team is defending. This is where South Africa can concede. So let's move to second one. Switzerland first, easy. One of the best teams in the World Cup, easily. Defensively, offensively, one of the best teams in the World Cup. So you have to put them first. They have very good form as well. 3-4 against Germany in those games. It can, in the World Cup, maybe it can happen 3-3 against Germany, or against these big teams against France. It happened against one of the teams where they knocked a big one out. Who was it? I don't remember, but they did. And they have Granit Xhaka and all these players. Endoe, that's his name, from Forest. And they have the striker, Mbolo. Sommer this time is not going, but excellent team, excellent team. And then second, Canada, the Red Bull system, Jesse Marsh, fantastic defensively, fantastic offensively, all that combined. I'm going to see them putting the people up, putting them fourth, third, based on what they're going to do in the heat. They're tackling the heat. Nobody's going to talk about the heat. The substitutions are there. Nobody cares about what the heat does. So I put them second, and then it's easy. You put Bosnia third. I saw some of them putting Qatar over Bosnia, which is horrendous pick, just because the Lopetegui is the coach is former Real Madrid's Europa League winning coach, was Spanish coach before Enrique took over in the 18 World Cup. It doesn't matter. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing it wrong. Bosnia third. We'll see if they go ahead and go into top 8 third place teams. But right now, I'll say about Canada, I'll tell you a little more. They'll be direct, they will press. Of course, injuries is a scare, but the 5 substitutions are there. You cannot put heat as a primary metric to judge teams. You cannot do that. You move. Okay, here, when I was doing my calculations, as you know I do, Morocco was first, but I knew that the coach they had on the World Cup run and the final in the AFCON, the coach is gone. He is gone. A new coach is in. They are under 20 or something. Youth manager has taken over from the previous manager, and now you cannot judge Morocco. They were judging Morocco based on what they did in the World Cup last time, the semi-finals and all that. You cannot do that. The coach is new. He hasn't managed so much with his team, and going into the World Cup, he doesn't know what to do there. So it was Morocco, Brazil in that calculation, but I switched it and put Brazil first. Brazil, I don't need to tell you about it. They will be like a chameleon, changing formations, changing the way they play, defending deep, doesn't matter. From corners, from free kicks, from everything. You got a free kick, you sub on Neymar, he does what he does. You cannot see. And you will see Ryan from Bournemouth. He will tear it apart. Nobody knows about. Nobody knows about him in the context that he's going to do something excellent in the World Cup. They're talking about Vinicius, Rafinha. You know, Ryan is someone you look at it. Close spaces, dribbling, beast, physical, excellent player. Then you got Morocco, and then you got Scotland, and then you got Haiti. That's it. Easy. We'll see what happens later, but right now, in this one, structure and goals. The first one that I'm going to pick in the first team in the first position, I'm going to pick Turkey as the first one. I think they have some structure, but the goals are down. Goals are 1-2, 1-0, 0-0, 1-0. Team like that, but structure is definitely there. In Montella, the Italian roots we're talking about, the Turkish grit we're talking about. So here we are. And Australia is also. I think the coach was Graham Arnold before. I think he's associated with another team now, but I think Popovic or Topovic, I don't know the name, but he's very good in structure, and they can be very good defensively and offensively with their set pieces. So I'm going to put Australia in second, which you haven't seen so far. And third is another team with probably one of the best structures across the tournaments in Paraguay. You know, you cannot say that they have offensively what it takes, but structure defensively is the first thing that you put here. You got to take the games deeper and deeper. So third is them, and US have what it takes, to score something, but defensively I cannot say. There is imbalance. These top three have better balance than the fourth one. So I have seen some people put America, USA in the first place, second place, third place. Third is a very close one, but still I would put them fourth. And so far everything, where is it gone? So far everything has been the same as what I did before. I think it will be the same as I had before. There is no chance for anything else. Short volume, defensively, offensively, pressing, set pieces, depth. Score is a little bit irrelevant selection from Nagelsmann. In the knockouts, I cannot say they're going to go deep, but it is good for the group at least. It is good. Second, you have to put another team with. Germany have the structure of the structure is pressing, not the structure with defending, static. No, they do it a different way. But in knockouts, they will suffer definitely. Ivory Coast second, structure, goals, flair, everything is there. I think Germany edge in head-to-head. When they face each other, Germany might do something, but Ivory Coast definitely even a candidate for the first, a very close one. And third is structure, again, Ecuador, one of the best defensive teams in the whole of the tournament. And then you have Curacao is the fourth one, first appearance for them. I think they have the Dutch legacy, and that's where they're coming from. Like, inexperience is the only thing. Maybe they will improve, and come up better in the next World Cup. but right now we have to put them fourth. I think that's good. Here we put the Dutch first, not the Japanese first. I put Japan over Spain and Germany in the last World Cup in the group standings prediction. I put Japan over Germany, over Spain, over Costa Rica in first. Nobody was putting Japan first in that World Cup, except maybe the Japanese or those people who knew what Japan can do. But right now, I will put Japan second. I've done thorough calculation about it, and we know about the teams. Now the third one is Tunisia. Tunisia has structure. Netherlands has structure in terms of being unbeaten. They were unbeaten then. I think they haven't lost. Even in these friendlies, they haven't lost. I think. Have they? No. So Germany, the Netherlands are still unbeaten in the last 10 games. And the pressing, passing, high line, defending, not the structure, but they manage somehow. Not a very excellent team in terms of going deep in the tournament. We don't have the Van Gaal Netherlands. We have Ronald Koeman at Netherlands. So the structure is not there. You know how Netherlands were defending in the last World Cup. They went far. They went to the quarterfinals, I think. They played against Argentina, the 2-2 game. And now, structure-wise, Sweden is structure-wise good only when they don't have the initiative. They don't have control over the game. Against Poland, they ceded possession in the last game, the playoff. So that's why I put Tunisia structure-wise. Japan having the initiative against Tunisia. Netherlands will beat Tunisia. Japan against Tunisia, maybe a draw. Japan against Sweden, maybe a win for Japan, and it puts Tunisia above Sweden, because head to head when they come up against each other, Sweden will take the ball. Tunisia will not take the initiative, and that's where things change. This one is another shock, but I do that. I do that a lot. So where is Tunisia? Here. Then you got Belgium, Egypt, Iran, New Zealand. Belgium, one of the best teams, the 4 gems I've picked in this World Cup. 2 we all know, Argentina and Spain, I know, and the other 2 are Belgium and Senegal. Belgium, another one of the teams that is unbeaten in the last 10, alongside Netherlands, and I think there's one more, I don't remember who. And the Belgium under Tedesco was excellent. The Belgium again under who's that? Rudy Garcia. Since his appointment, they have turned into a different type of team. The structure has arrived, which was, I think, they didn't have it with Tedesco. He's a different kind of manager. High press and all that. And I think they're the best they have been. We're not talking about Martinez. Roberto Martinez is not the guy you put as the best coach Belgium had. Belgium had the team back then, and they had the team to win the World Cup. To win the World Cup, to win the Euros before in 16, to do excellent in the World Cup again, but they didn't do anything of that. Semi-final 2018 World Cup, France, 1-0 defeat. But we play like a hellless chicken, didn't know about it, shooting into wall. Let them arrive. So now Rudy Garcia has that let them arrive function with Belgium, and I think you'll finish first. Now I've seen a lot of them put Egypt over Iran. Egypt has the structure, but scoring goals is not what you expect of them. Iran defeated Japan in the Asia Cup, where I think they lost in the final to they lost in the semi-final to I think Jordan. Excellently defeated Japan 2-1 in there. Japan were the favorites, obviously. Everyone puts them favorites now after what they did in the 22 World Cup. Iran easy second. Structure again, one thing that arrives. I think Egypt has a structure, so they are third, and New Zealand is probably the worst team alongside the mighty. Where is the mighty? The mighty Qatar. Alongside mighty Qatar, we seen Qatar so far? I don't know. New Zealand and Qatar are going to be with the worst goal difference. New Zealand, they've arrived at the World Cup again, but here it is, another one. Structure, complete team, top class team. Esports who have predicted the last 3 World Cup winners correct, have predicted them to win. Spain, and Spain finished first. We do not need to talk too much about this. Uruguay, another one. Bielsa, structure, pressing, beast of a team. You may not know too many names in there, the squad, but the players are behind the structure. It is before the players. It is the same with Brazil, but like I said, with Germany it is about individuals. It's big. Son is not a player you put when the structure is high. He is a player with individual thing who he may not start, but bring when they are in trouble. So here it is, second Uruguay. So third, I think picks Cape Verde have structure. They're very good defensively, but offensively Uruguay pips them second, and Saudi Arabia then become the fourth here. They don't have Renard. People are putting Saudi Arabia over Cape Verde because what Renard did against Argentina. He's not there, first of all. Group I is one. I think this one is where I'm. This is my Japan 22. This is my Japan 22. Norway. Previously, they were not there because they haven't discovered by then. They had not discovered all those players that right now they have. The midfield is better. Formation is better. But Odegaard is not playing on the right midfield role or something like that. He's playing where he's supposed to play. Senegal are excellent, best team. We're not talking about individuals. We're not talking about the names. We're talking about the team. Excellent team. You probably don't know what they are right now. You will see in the World Cup. So Norway is there first. Senegal is there second. Physicality, excellent required. They take the team games deep. You will see too many games where there's 0-0 by the 60th minute. 1-0 wins for Senegal, 1-1s, 0-0s. These teams do excellent in knockouts. In the group stages, it may be a little bit up and down, but definitely you have to believe them. So there is the third one, and then becomes France. bit of a Japan type of thing where Germany finished third after beating Costa Rica. At one point in the last game in the Costa Rica match, they were fourth. I did fourth for Germany. Now I'm doing the same for France, third, and then Iraq go fourth. Iraq have structure, but offensively, you will not see them doing much, and that's why, you know, they are there. Easy. We don't need to talk about Argentina too much when we put them first in the group. And then about the second, I've seen a lot of them putting Algeria. Is not a bad shout, to be honest. It is extremely close. Go straight into the head-to-head game and what they do against Jordan. Jordan are a good side as well. But Austria goes second in my structure, pressing, directness. The directness sometimes pips, the build up is not too much with them. Vertical passes straight, go direct, put it to the wingers, they will do the job. Baumgartner is out, but the players are not the first thing in the setup. Structure is Algeria, good offensively, structure is also there, but I think head to head Austria will win or do something more, a little bit more, and Algeria will be there as the third team, but I don't think that they will be knocked out of the World Cup if they finish third. I think they will do that as the 8 teams are going to be the best third place teams. They will be one of them, I think. Let's see ahead. Here, structure. Colombia, structure, passing, goals, flair, more than Roberto Martinez. He is a cartoon, to be honest. Roberto Martinez, you're expecting too much from him. It's not the right man. Jose was contacted when he was at Roma. He rejected the Portugal job for the Roma one, and they sacked him. Roma, what a clown team now. In my eyes, second has to be Portugal. Individual quality will prevail for them. Not third. We're not talking about Portugal finishing third here. Individual quality will exceed. We are talking about DR Congo, Visa, Twanzebe, Wan-Bissaka. Defensively, one of the best teams in the whole of the 48 teams. One of the best, definitely. So if you're making a list of 10 teams, they are defensively the best in the World Cup. Going into the World Cup, Congo has to be there. About goals, we don't know too much. That's why I put them third. Uzbekistan, another one of them that defensively maybe in the top 10 slightly they will make it the list, or at least 11, 12. You don't know what they're going to do. It's about guesswork. Put the ball there and you do something. Cannavaro is the coach. What do you expect? Congo, can they make it? I don't know. So this one is easy for me. England, I'll do one more surprise here. England have what it takes to take the games deep. I will support what Thomas Tuchel does easily. Croatia, we've seen with Zlatko, he has what I'm saying so far. He is bigger than Julian Nagelsmann's Germany in terms of what teams have to do in the knockouts. He knows more than him, definitely. I will put Panama here over Ghana. Panama is not a team you take lightly. What happened against Brazil was the Brazil's chameleon thing. The Brazil's chameleon thing about finishing the game with less possession in one of the halves, or the whole match against teams that now cannot defend defensive transition. They are very weak. You know, Ghana has structure as well, but I don't think this is the calculation thing. If I have to do it, I would put Ghana third, Panama fourth, but somewhere I have to put the calculation over what I think. Have we selected all of them? So we have to go and select the third place teams now. I'm pressing the continue button, but it's not going anywhere. Let's wait. Are we in? Here we are. So this is the list. Okay, what do we do? We got France, first one, and Algeria, and Congo. Okay, Ecuador, Mexico, and Egypt, Panama, Paraguay, Scotland. Scotland will concede too much, I think. Cape Verde, too much. Bosnia, Scotland, Paraguay. Let's go Egypt. We've done 6. We need 2 more. I want to put Panama there. I want to put Tunisia there. So these 2 are out. Paraguay, it's 1 easily. And I think in amongst these I would put Bosnia as the 8th one. Quick knockouts. Germany, Paraguay, I think it's easy. We move Norway, Egypt. Though I think it's a close one, but Norway. South Africa, Canada. Canada gone. South Africa can do it. Counter press is there, but I see the South African counter attacks are too much. Netherlands against Morocco. Netherlands against Morocco. I think they still got it. They defeated Norway in the friendlies. We got a little bit of what the previous manager was doing in the last World Cup. We got it. I think I will. Should I go for it? Should I not? Or the individual quality will pip it over. Morocco, Netherlands. I would still say Morocco can edge them. Why? Why? Because we saw in this game they barely won. 2 penalties. It's the Barcelona thing, possession, but short volume. Morocco converted in chances. 1 chance for Morocco, and they're gone. 2 chances for Morocco, they're gone. Netherlands are gone. I think Zlatko has to be considered. Spain, Austria with the pressing, too much space. Spain have the ball retention, will destroy them easily. Well, now this one I can see go like 1-1 something, and Bosnia on penalties. Yeah. Belgium, Brazil, Japan. Full strength Japan against a very young, and they were testing their youth, and they were 2-0 down, I think, Japan, and they won 3-2. They were 1-3-2 against the first choice Brazil side. That would have been something, but you won against a very experienced, and there was 2 errors from a defender. I don't know. They have not selected him. But it was a player from the Brazilian league. So Brazil, Ivory Coast, Senegal already. Ivory Coast put them in a very good bracket, but Senegal are a different beast. Go. Both teams are very similar. It will be a very close game, but you know, Czech Republic against Ecuador. Ecuador defensively one of the best teams, probably the top 5 in the going to the World Cup. Czech Republic defensively, Ecuador. England against DR Congo, very boring, dull game, but go ahead. Argentina, Uruguay. Oh, this one is a tricky one, but somehow Argentina find a way without shot volume even. So they may even beat Argentina in terms of shot volume, but not in terms of, let's say, goals. Important chances, conversion rate is excellent, clutch team. Australia against Iran. Australia structure against Iran's shot volume. Are Iran too good right now? A little bit. Very close game, but a little bit. Switzerland, Algeria. Oh, this one. Switzerland, I have to get with Switzerland, but 1-0 or a 0-0 penalties. Colombia against France. You have to go with France in this one, because Colombia, which can have 72%, 71, 65 possession against France. France do that a lot. I don't think they have yet developed this. They have the players, they have the pace, but they don't have Didier Deschamps. Colombia. Germany against Norway. I think Germany has to. They are, I think, lucky in my bracket here that they have these teams. Norway have a tendency to pick up the game on their head and try and be the dominant side, because possession is a way of attacking for them. Defensive transition, well, not so much. Germany have the pace. None of the teams have the pace. And the false line, thin goal, defending, you pull the defenders out. So I said previously that Germany are not going to make it, but this is, I think, the next, in the quarterfinals they're going to go out. Has to be some tricky team. Oh, Morocco, can they do it? Oh, I think they can. Quality now prevails this one. No structure thing. Croatia against Spain. Ooh, I don't think that this is a clash of who wants to be the big one. Spain, Croatia, must be Spain. What I see Zlatko's game management is top class. I think Croatia is going to make it. This is Belgium, easy. Brazil against Senegal. Senegal are my world champions. I've straight away told you. And it's Brazil. Physicality versus flair, a little bit of physicality. I think the midfield part of Brazil is where they lack. They will try and compensate that with other things. I think Senegal have a better midfield than Brazil. We talk about Lamine Camara, Pape Sarr, and all. They have one more. They have one more Sarr, and they have Koulibaly, Mendy, all those players. Mane, Sarr, Ismail Sarr on the break, and NDI. too much. So gone. Brazil gone. Ecuador, England. Another ugly match. Another Thomas Tuchel win. Argentina go through against Iran. No problem. Switzerland, France, has to be France. Switzerland, another team. Defensive transition is, I think, where they may lack. Here, Germany, Morocco. Oh, another semi-final for them. Morocco. Oh, it can be short volume. Croatia, Belgium. Oh, this one has to be Belgium, I believe now. You have to give it to them. Senegal, England. We've seen what Senegal can do previously against England. Here, Argentina against France. Rematch. Oh, is this Argentina the same as the previous one? I don't think so. Is this France the same as the previous one? The mentality is the same. And they've added a little bit of more of a desire duet. No, I don't know if they've got Barcola, but they certainly do have Ryan Cherky coming in, you know. And they lost Saliba, but still a very dangerous side, I tell you. France go. Morocco, Belgium. Ooh, Belgium. Senegal, France. I got Senegal to win the World Cup. I told you. Here it is. Senegal. There it is. And they've done it. They won the World Cup. Senegal. This is it. I'll share it later, but this is it. This is was my bracket prediction, and I'll share it now.